All right, guys, so we learned something cool during the break. I went to a fake lobby to test this. So it turns out, while I'm not a big fan of the WCS 3.0 overlay, it does have a 4v4 mode. And it also syncs up team colors. So we're going to be trying that on this one. But Zombie picked a really out there map. I've never even heard of this one. Tropic Shores?
I haven't heard of any of the 4v4 maps except the one we just did and then like one other, but there's like 3 or 4 new ones. So I think I have everyone on the right team. So I'm gonna.
I would love if you didn't. It's like one player to sabotage, like they're just like team killing the other.
Yeah. But Tropic Shores looks fun. The Void one also looks fun. That was like legitimately the ones I was deciding between. This is huge and weird, and they all spawn in one location. So.
Well, let's see. Looks like the overlay is holding up.
I've never seen this overlay.
Yeah, and I gotta move our overlay too to compensate, which sucks.
I need a burrito. Okay, we're seeing. What is that, Scarlet? Of course you choose pink.
So the downside for us is our overlay is all modular, so I gotta move everything one piece at a time.
I guarantee everyone was like, where are the walls? And that's what she was pinpointing. Now where are we expanding?
Alright, well let's
There's
hope
actually
that...
a ton of happening. Holy shit.
Okay, I really hate that this overlay's messed it up. Okay, top left we've got, looks like the Foreigner team. Sort of Major, Scarlet, and Drogo. Scarlet playing Protoss once again.
I don't know how I got to your camera last time. The bottom right for the Leifeng house, it is Seed, Jim,
Hurricane,
and Rush Crazy.
All right, so it is 1-0 for the base trade house. I will say this overlay is actually very... Again, I'm not a fan of the overlay generally speaking, but this is really nice for the 4v4. So kudos Blizzard, WCS 3.0. But yeah, that last game, there's a lot of chaos, and I don't even... Like, I really can't even when it comes to describing it. A lot of it had to do with spawns, but this map is so weird. Like...
Yeah. I haven't played 4v4s in a long time. I used to play a lot of 2v2s, so I knew those maps pretty well. But this is an interesting 4v4 map, much more interesting than I remember them being, because the old ones stuck around for so flipping long, and they were just very simple left versus right. It sucked. But yeah, there's like they're pinpointing everything they're learning about the map. I'm guessing, like, where am I supposed to expand? Are there any back rocks? How do I like? Should I expand? Of course, strategy.
I'm wondering if that is the case, or they're saying like we should attack through the back rocks, right? Like maybe we'll knock these down and go in, but it's just so weird. Like I sort of a major, obviously sticking in their main race is Drogo 2. Scarlet off racing, but once again we have a little bit of off race on the other side of the map. Hurricane busting out Zerg this time instead of Terran.
Zerg. Yeah, everyone chose their race. No one was random.
Yeah. I like seeing Seed play Protoss. I like Seed's Protoss a lot. This is also like, yo, this is like the coalition of defense. You got a pylon for an overcharge, you got a bunker, and of course creep spread. Like a little bit of everything to make sure that this base on the forward line is, I guess they all contribute to the defense.
Better get that defense down before the creep spreads. Wouldn't want to block any of your ally structures.
Yeah, that is the frustrating thing. Co-op is great because you can build on your allies' creep. Multiplayer regularly is not, though. Zombie Rope is the worst partner to play with.
Or the best.
Even when she's being considerate, she still manages to run creep over your buildings. It's great.
And then I kill the creep, okay? Like you're in my way, and I just need to move on over here.
It's so American of you, dude. Just like bulldoze your way through the crowd instead of saying, "Excuse me, pardon me,"
and then
like...
fix it later. Come on now. Anyway.
What is that? Like it's better to seek an apology than ask permission or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So, if you guys don't know anything about team games whatsoever, I suppose, there are a couple of, like, really abusable builds. We didn't really get to highlight them last game because everything just got so chaotic so quickly with them being in the very weird spawn locations. But it generally feels like for Protoss, the safest thing to do is something with Blink Stalker variation or Phoenix.
I was just say, 2v2 showcased like a lot of Phoenix play, and I gotta imagine to some degree that works in 4v4s.
I think it does. I mean, I don't really want to go over it again, but the Phoenix ended up working out really well if someone else can cover you from all the downsides of going pure Phoenix that exist in 1v1, and that's what teammates exist for. So to see two Protosses go Phoenix versus Phoenix, that'd be stupid, first of all, but their teammates should be helping them win these wars, because if they ever win it, then it would be really good. And then anyone else, it's usually a combination of Hellion Lings, because it's just really good early pressure. And then I want, like, I don't want to say Mech is more popular, but it does seem decent in team games.
Well, so first off, notably, Scarlet's the one playing Protoss, reminder, so she is going with the Phoenix. It's not Drogo doing the Phoenix. Secondly, Mech is great. I feel like the problem with 1v1 is, like, you are limited to what you can have in front of your Mech. And because of that, Mech is not so good. But in team games, if you can have layers of Lings and Hellions or whatever in front of your Siege Tanks, in front of your Thors, in front of whatever, like, I like Mech a lot. And I think it's probably the strongest thing to do in team games.
There's definitely a lot of benefits to it. We have,
Oh.
who is this here, going for, it is Major going for Sky Terran again. I mean, he didn't really go multiple starports last game until a little bit later, but it was his intention.
He's pumping out 4 Vikings at a time, which I think is really interesting considering Scarlet was going for Phoenix. So I guess this guarantees now that Scarlet's going to win that air war without a doubt. You've got Vikings backing up the Phoenix. But she's already going to win. It's just numbers on her side in the first place.
She won the initial fight, so just as long as she didn't run into those Blink Stalkers of Seed,
Good
which
control.
aren't a bad way to go play Protoss either. Blink Stalkers are obviously very versatile, but you know, they need to get in higher numbers.
That's a really good control of Scarlet too through this. Attacking the front side, looks like that's sort of coming in with all these Lings. Despite having Hellions there in the bunker, this still might not be an easy hold. Wouldn't get some good shots though.
Yeah, it's good enough. Oh god, what else is happening? So Major going for the air, and then we have someone going for Hydralisk actually, which is interesting. Hurricane is trying to get Hydralisk right now to help deal with the Phoenixes.
Medevac Hydra would be so sick. How are you going to kill something with 90 health that's getting healed by that Medevac? Hydras are going to be gross.
Yeah, I mean, the Medevac combo will be really good. And then I guess it's also important to note, speaking of Medevacs, that the Terran for the red team, Leifeng team, is going bio Leifeng.
Oh, but Major is building a battle cruiser.
I think Mech is just the better way to go, especially if you see someone's gone for Phoenixes. Like, if someone's playing...
Yo, yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
like
that battle
Colossus or
cruiser,
something, right? Like,
it's not going to give a fuck about the Phoenix, part of my French, but like that armor, this Phoenix is going to tickle a battle cruiser.
yeah, I actually just generally like, besides the fact that they won the Phoenix War, which is really already, you can see, like, starting to swing it in their favor. I just like BaseTV's team's compositions more in terms of 4v4, which I'm sure they're not pros of the damn style, but...
No, I don't think anyone came in here
correctly.
like... There was no ringer for this, right? Like, this wasn't like you pretended to play
Thank
pool
God,
really
Major
badly and then like
4v4s.
won and conned the other team. Like, it's a 4v4. Like, what the hell? People play this for fun.
I sometimes, like, there are players who are more prone to having fun with StarCraft, as weird as it is to say. Like, you'll meet people who are pros who literally never touch team games. And you're like, well, how? Like, even with, like, a friend?
Yeah.
And
Never
just
touched
like,
a
no.
single player either? Like...
Yeah, or the single player, yeah, that one's a big one too. So there are a couple of players who do occasionally play team games and know at least a little bit of the abusive strat.
That was a setup for a really sick bait out of Jim there.
Almost worked too.
Very close, very close. Well, scan goes down. Point defense drone's proven to be pretty good. Here comes that first battle cruiser. Yamato cannon is researched, by the way. And even if it weren't for the point defense drone, again, the battle cruiser's coming in here with so much armor. Those Phoenix aren't gonna scratch it. It kind of reminds me of like actually Muta Corruptor. You'd have the Corruptors on the front lines to soak the armor hits. Kind of now Phoenix battle cruiser.
I think that's Scarlet going into carriers right now.
Oh my god! I just realized too, as she lifts things up, the Vikings can shoot them as they're in the air.
Oh yeah, the Hydras might be the answer here. Well, Hydras combined with everything else.
Hydras the Stalkers.
Yes.
He teleports back home.
I did not expect to get through.
No, and that's a really big drop. Yo, Jim is about to carry his team through this, right? Like, I don't know these Marines to be stopped.
No one's really banking a lot. The Study Swordblade is actually pretty sick.
I don't.
It's
So
an important snipe.
it's very important he goes for the Bailings here. I think the Bailings are more dangerous than the battle cruisers. Funny enough.
Yeah, but Carrier's gonna pop out. I mean, this is like really good. They finally got the pressure off their backs, right? So we even have them moving out in the middle of the map, but there's a creep spread. So whoever was Berserk is pretty good.
I mean, this did a fairly good amount of damage, but not enough to cripple Major. I mean, he's got so many CCs.
If he got 2 CCs plus a Nexus, I'm just like, well, that is a start, because this is also happening, right? But he And she got just entirely cleaned up. But it's a good move. Like I said, like it took the pressure off their bases, so finally they can move out. They have a decent army now. I still think that given time, Scarlet and Major would get too good of compositions.
Sorry, Major's just got the sickest scout on that base. Barriers.
Sickest scout. Oh, go for the dead.
Oh, with the Baileys, they got most of the Templars, so storms aren't going to be an option or anything like that.
8 lurkers on the way. I don't think there's detection.
I want to say, by the way, while this has been going on, aggressively taking the middle of the map, like, this is bold as hell.
Literally going for the gold.
This
if you can consistently pressure and have that momentum, then sure, go for the gold. But I think it's a bit false, you know? Like, the battle cruisers took their time helping.
What happened to the... He had Hydras out here. Where'd those go?
Did he try to lurkers? I thought it was...
Well,
they were the ones that tried to
it was like 2 lurkers, though. I mean, he had more Hydras.
8 lurkers. There's a ton of lurkers.
Oh, lordy.
That's actually pretty good. But I thought that was for the other team, so that was my bad. But the point still stands, I guess.
Okay, so I thought Seed was going to come home and use these defensively, because how it's going to stop the battle cruisers, right? Look at the Phoenix. They're like not even touch them. He just teleports them out. Marines also don't have many upgrades. They don't do a lot of damage. The battle cruisers just don't get hurt at all by this fight.
No.
This is beautiful. I will tell you, Zombie Grub, I wish I could watch Major do battlecruiser like Viking against Prots more, but it's never going to be an option in 1v1s, right? Like, Phoenix Adept is not going to get countered by battlecruiser Viking anytime soon.
Where are those carriers too? Oh, here they come now. I guess they're waiting for their mama, their mothership, to carry them.
Yeah, I guess Scarlet, she had been spending so much time on Phoenix, she had the money banked up to just go for carriers.
Oh yeah, like this is like, I mean, I feel this is the only reason that it seems like a back and forth game is that the battlecruiser player and the carrier player took their time and waited till they're at a crucial number before showing them and taking the fights. And now they've showed themselves. Obviously, the battlecruisers went way deep, and the carriers are now defending. I do believe this is a better composition. I don't think the red team, the Fang House team, got to any like powerhouse units yet.
Oh.
You do have a high for both Zergs now, but there's no tier 3.
Teleports the BCs away, Major. I'm telling you what, Nate's out there alone this weekend. You know, his girlfriend's gone to Vegas. He's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and hear about this, and just like, he's gonna have a good old time.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot that's gonna cloak allied units. So, you know what's worse than battlecruisers? Cloaked battlecruisers. That
is too good. I mean, even if the
oh my lord
team had tier 3, and we do finally have a mothership on the way for them, like what else do they have? They don't have enough numbers.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Seed never opted to try and go for like Tempest or something. Because this battlecruiser build was revealed very early on.
That's Drogo. Yeah, Drogo's actually taken, I guess, the brunt of all the damage that we've seen inflicted by the Leifeng team, because his supply is pretty much in the gutter, but everyone else is looking really strong.
Sort of's got like this weird fungal neural parasite combination going down on the right side, but none of this really matters because this army out of Scarlet is just moving. Major and Scarlet are seriously in just unstoppable territory right now. And it's funny too because these are the two guys qualified for GSL, right?
Yeah, I just like they did the tactic of trying to get the tier 3 fast, and it worked.
Oh, so. The super warps! So he teleports the battlecruisers over here, only to have Seed recall to get out of that fight.
GG.
GG. Base Trade House.
I was gonna choose the trolliest third map. Oh well.
GG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Base Trade House will get quite the payout today. 65% of that $325 prize pool, plus an additional $50 for the games played. Woo! Fungal Disruptor, yeah. Yeah, Drogo and sort of had some cool combos going on that right side. I guess we were just so distracted by the tier 3 Sky that was dominating.
Yeah.
Anyways, big thank yous to the Leifeng House. I hope they had fun today. I know we really enjoyed playing it out, or casting it. I hope the players had a good time playing it out, was what I was going to try and say. But that will, I guess, conclude the stream today. So, a little bit shorter than we would have hoped for the best of 9, but at the same time, Team Base Trade, yeah. Ooh, flexing.
Did pretty well.
Yeah, they did. Hopefully we'll get some more Dong Wars going on in the future too. I think that these sort of team matchups are fun. And for those who don't know, well, there's not like big houses like, you know, the MVP house and such going on anymore for StarCraft. We do have like these little houses that sort of sprouted out of just necessity and I guess maybe friendship. Like you've got the Dead Pixels house, which is like Impact and Patience and a couple others. You got the BaseTrade house, you got the Leifeng house. I don't know if there's like a name for one of the other Korean ones where they're all together, but the point is you've got these sort of groups and clusters, so more clan wars or Dong Wars, whatever you want to call them, I think will hopefully come in the future. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us on the stream today. I hope you enjoyed it, as short and sweet as it may have been. I don't know if this will be rebroadcast later, but if it was and is, check your clock. If it's not 6:07 a.m. PST or PDT, then this was a rebroadcast. But because it is 6:07 a.m. in the live time that we're casting this, I think we're going to end it and I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
So the next thing we are going to be live for is like, I think 20 hours from now.
24 hours from now. Well, 22 hours from now.
Yeah. 22 hours from now, we'll be back with the Alima League. A little bit more standard, a little bit more normal, and a little bit more, I guess, Korean. There's almost no Koreans that played today when you think about it, actually. All foreigners, both Chinese as well as, I guess, North American, European. Just Seed, Hurricane, and Pet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, hopefully more cool content to come. Keep supporting the stream, guys. Check out the Mega Tournament fundraiser if you haven't. I know it's kind of slow going, but it is important that we keep it going in the background. I do want to note that while we did miss the mark on the AMA, I have talked to No Regret and said, like, look, we need to do the AMA with the house before everyone leaves to Austin. Nobody wants to do an AMA when you're the only person in the house and everyone else is in Austin. So we are working on a date and a time for that. I do not have that currently for you. That being said, though, I need to go walk the Leifeng guys through how to get the prize money from the tournament today. So, again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Alima League. We're going to end the stream with a couple of ads. Hopefully, you'll stick around and watch them. If not, enjoy whoever we host. And, again, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.